So we are regular citizens, we are no activists. How did we get here? How did all this happen? At last for us, we were mostly shocked and in tears and angry about what was going on. We saw how we, as a Europe, were treating them, and that was just, we were in shock, basically.
Ik kom net deze kleine boot aan en ze vertellen met z'n allen dat een man overboord is gesprongen om die boot te redden. En nu is zijn broer in het water, die zwemt hem tegemoet om het te halen.
That this was happening in our Europe, this is impossible and so unjust. We wanted to experience what was going on. We didn't know how to help. We said we want to go there and sit at the same beach where these people are arriving, in the same sand, look these people in the eye and try to understand what's going on. So maybe we can do something that at least then we know and we can share the story with the people at home. Back home, the stories and the images kept us out of our sleep. And I realized that this was one of the main issues from my Christian background, care for strangers. And Christian Europe was not doing it at all. So we kept sharing our stories and more people got connected.
It starts with, I think, a conversation that I had with Rico and some other people about our shared frustration on refugees in Europe, how they were treated, and also the lack of any kind of action that the European Union or our own government was taking. And we were very frustrated about that.
We celebrated Easter in Idomeni, that's the camp at the border of Greece and Macedonia. And Easter, of course, is based in Passover, the celebration of the Jews that they were freed from Egypt, delivered from bondage. And this is the line that goes with it. When a stranger resides with you in your land, you shall not oppress or mistreat him. But the stranger who resides with you shall be to you like someone native born among you, and you shall love him as yourself, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. They needed to care for strangers, for they were delivered themselves. That's our legacy, that's our tradition. So we need a new miracle now, here in Idomeni, and maybe we have to be part of it. These people, men, women, children, thousands of them, were stuck and there was no future for them. They were waiting and waiting for nothing to happen.
We escaped from war, but here it's more worse than the war itself.
We realized, and our friends realized who had seen our stories, we gotta bring these people here. And we knew we couldn't. You can't just break barriers or drive there and bring people here, for that's smuggling, it's dangerous. But we had to, that's what we realized, somehow.
we tried to come up with something that that would really help these people, that would also put the problem on the map and make sure that it would no longer be viewed just as a problem only for Greece and for Italy, but for the whole of Europe. And in a smaller sense for the Netherlands and for us, just for us citizens. It might not be our country, but it was still our responsibility. And so what we did was just meet at the same time every week and talk about this problem, ideas that we had, well, just trying to find a way to put this on the map and to do something.
Wednesday after Wednesday we sat together for lunch and we brought up ideas, all kinds of things, and then one of us shared this story. September 2015, all the European member states had promised together to relocate 160,000 people from Greece and Italy. And that was beautiful, but 1.5 years later, almost nothing had come of it. So the member states were not living up to their promises. The Netherlands was not living up to their promises. And we decided, if our government doesn't bring them here, we will.
Verantwoordelijk ook om iets te doen. En dus denk ik het enige wat ik op dit moment kan doen, is meedoen met deze actie.
Wij willen gewoon dat de regering zich houdt aan de beloften die ze in Europees verband hebben gedaan.
Ze zetten meteen de volgende klaar. Precies, prima. Helemaal goed.
Dus de eerste outlet daar begint, hè? Ja. Dat is de eerste outlet die gaat rijden.
En we weten ondertussen dat er in deze kou en zonder die zon vannacht mensen in tentjes moeten gaan liggen. Omdat wij als Europese partners hebben bedacht dat we er nog even over na moeten denken. Dat we nog eventjes niet helemaal zeker weten of wij het wel aankunnen. En dat gebeurt nu op allerlei politieke niveaus. Maar wij thuis met elkaar denken, dit mag niet langer. Nederland en Europa heeft niet alleen een onderbuik. Nederland heeft ook absoluut een hart.
Dit is weer prachtig weer. We gaan ze halen! Of niet? Ja toch?
Our government didn't respond as we hoped for. So we went to Brussels with cars from all over Europe. For Brussels, that's where the promises were made. It was such an amount of so different people who never had gone to demonstrations. So they were just standing there like, we are not going to let this happen. Just ready to go to Greece. That was an amazing sight. We realized that it was not only just a promise our government made, but it was a legal obligation towards the other member states and towards refugees. And some lawyers we met said, this is a really good case, let's go to court.
Well, there is a legal issue here at hand through the decision of the European Council. And given the fact that the Netherlands does not adhere to these decisions, we could offer our legal advice in this context, and that's how we decided to participate.
So they worked pro deo, and they said, let's just go to court and let's see how far we'll come. And we lost the case, but we won on certain important points. So we went into appeal, And now we are waiting for the verdict on the appeal, and we really hope that the judge will say you have to do the full promise, and now and before September 2017. That would really change the whole situation in the Netherlands and in Europe.
Nederland doet te weinig. We hebben op tenminste 6 punten aangegeven dat Nederland onwaarheden spreekt.
And they were just so dedicated to this cause, giving all their time to fight for the rights of refugees. They were taking us along instead of the other way around, and that was such a gift. Then I realized this is not our movement, this is not the movement of the team, it's like a Dutch movement of all kinds of people, and everybody's doing it in its own way, and it's a blessing.